Hey y'all, today we are creating a color wheel using video game characters. You can use Among Us like I did, or you can use another character that you can draw 6 times and make 6 different colors. The colors have to be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple to create that color wheel. So follow along and draw your color wheel with me. Hey everyone, today we are going to draw a color wheel of the Among Us characters. So I'm not going to show you how to draw the Among Us characters. Draw So Cute made a video that really explains it so well. I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel and do it again. So you're gonna watch that, practice how to draw them, and then come back to do the color wheel. So get something that's a circle, or you can freehand this, but I'm going to just so very lightly trace around my circle so that my color wheel goes in a circle. I'm gonna mark each side this way. That way the top and bottom of my color wheel, I'll have much more room this way than if I did it this way. Then I need to do 2 in between, and same thing over here until I have 6 little light dots. I think I'll make each dot be the middle of my character, that way I have more room to draw them. And so we're gonna go ahead and draw them first. So I'm going to put on a time lapse, draw my characters, try to draw them about the same size. Don't color them yet. So we're just drawing first. And like I said, you're gonna need to watch the Draw So Cute video. That's what I'm going to draw along with. So draw along with that as you do your 6 of the same characters. They're gonna be different when we start to add color. Okay, so here is my basic color wheel, not filled in with color, of my Among Us characters. I found those actually very challenging to draw. I think, it looks very simple, but it's not as simple as it looks. So my next step is going to be tracing these with a Sharpie. If you have a Sharpie, you can trace with it. If you have a Crayola marker, you can trace with it to give you that outline. So to make your color wheel, you need red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. You can do marker or crayon or color pencil or whatever you have. And the lady in the video showed us a fancy way to do the shading. If you want to do it that way, feel free. If that's too much and you don't have the time or the extra materials, don't worry about that either. I don't have any colored pencils near me, but I think I might try to do the shading with crayon on top of marker. Never do marker on top of crayon because it will ruin your marker. So I'm gonna do that on a time lapse, and I'm gonna do the shields, or whatever you call them, the little windows right there with the light blue. So I'm just gonna do the basic colors. It has to be in this order for it to be a color wheel. It also goes in Roy G. Biv order, so red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. There's no indigo in the color wheel. There's just not. So I'm gonna put it on time lapse and go ahead and do that. Okay, I don't know why this always happens to me, but I always forget or don't actually press time lapse when I want to do a time lapse of me coloring, and then I realize it's not there. So you could make yours have shading and shadowing like in the Draw So Cute video, or you could simply leave it like this, and I think that would be just fine. I tried to do this using crayon, and it doesn't work if you use the same exact color as your characters. You have to go a little bit darker and use a yellow orange. So that's what I'm doing here, and I am not pressing down hard at all. I'm going very lightly so I can kind of blend it. And I'm just doing this in the same style that we saw in the Draw So Cute video, how to draw the characters. Again, you don't have to do the shading if you don't want to. Yeah, if it's not working for you, then don't even stress about it. Yeah. But I'm gonna put it on time lapse and see if I can do any shading. Okay, so I was able to get my shading to show up, and the key is to go a little bit darker for each color. So I'll tell you what colors I used. I used indigo on blue. Purple showed up pretty good on purple. I actually used red violet for red because it's a little bit darker than regular red. Regular red wasn't showing up. I used scarlet for orange, and that worked really well. And then I honestly had to use just yellow orange for yellow, and you wouldn't think to use yellow orange on your yellow Among Us character, but that's what I had to do to get the shading to show up. And for the little mask, I used blue green, and it showed up pretty good. So try to do the shading if you want to. I think it turns out pretty cool. And yeah, there's your Among Us color wheel. I hope you enjoyed drawing your video game character color wheel with me. Whether you did Among Us or a different character or symbol or whatever, you could draw 6 of and put it in the order of the color wheel. I can't wait to see how these turn out.